Hey guys, Xavier here. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to my YouTube channel. Since this is my very first video, I figured I'd start off by giving a little bit of my backstory as well as the reason why I started this channel in the first place. So I've been trading futures for about a year now, mainly through prop firms, both evaluations and funded accounts. Saw a little bit of success towards the beginning of the year, beginning of this year anyway. Took a couple payouts, but as you can tell by the title, still not profitable yet. Working towards that. Unfortunately, after those first couple payouts, I've kind of been struggling. Last year blew up quite a few accounts, and looking to bounce back. So I took a step back, kind of reevaluated my strategy and my plan. And that's kind of why I created this YouTube channel. I figured that if I can condense all my thoughts into like a weekly recap video, something like that, maybe it'll help me see things that maybe I'm not seeing in the moment. Maybe it could help some other people. Maybe some other people could point out things that I'm not seeing, and we can kind of all help each other. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Decided to start the series called Path to Profitability, and this is episode 1. I'm just going to go over my trading plan. It's going to be a super informal series. This is just going to be pretty much detailing week 0, kind of setting the stage, and then starting next week we'll start really making some progress. So that's the plan. Let me switch over here. So a little more detail to what specifically I mean by the plan. I kind of have it marked down in these 9 steps. Keep in mind this is just a rough draft. Things are probably going to change, and I have a little time estimate next to each of the steps. Those are not deadlines. Those are kind of just estimates of when I kind of expect them to happen, but if it takes longer, it takes longer. You know, I'm not too worried about it. My main focus at the end of the day is just consistency. So step 1 was create a new strategy. That's something that I was able to accomplish this week being week 0, and I was also able to start a sim challenge account this week. So both of those first 2 steps have been accomplished, moving forward pretty well. In terms of making a new strategy, you know, it's not necessarily making the perfect strategy, you know what I mean? So step 3 is going to be making changes to that strategy and improve consistency through my P&L. You know, that's going to happen probably throughout this entire challenge. I don't expect to like get it perfect in the first week or 2 and then not make a single change moving forward, you know? So that'll just kind of happen each week. Step number 4, reach my sim profit target, which I have set at $3,000. I'll go over that a little bit more in the next slide. I hope to accomplish that within week 3 or 4, and whenever that happens, I'll be starting my prop evaluation. So that's why I have that marked as the same week. After I start the prop evaluation, I hope that within a couple weeks, by week 5, I'll be able to pass it, and right after that, start trading a funded account, which would be pretty cool. A couple weeks after that, best case scenario, I get a payout. Be pretty cool. And after that happens, as long as everything still looks good with the strategy, my trading, all of that, I'll be looking to scale upwards. So that's the plan so far, just a rough draft. Moving forward, here's the challenge rules, starting with the $50,000 sim account balance. Like I said, $3,000 profit target, so I'm going to need to get that account balance up to $53,000 in order to, you know, pass this challenge. I'm going to be using 1 micro per trade, not allowed to add to the position or use larger size on trades. Just sticking with 1, super strict. I won't be switching between instruments. I'll be trading the NASDAQ 100 only. MNQ. Must have a strict risk management plan with a daily max loss, profit retention. I haven't really got that set in stone just yet, but I am definitely planning on working towards that. Just because I don't want to be at the point where, let's say I made $100 today, and then not only did I lose all of that, but I dropped all the way down to negative 200. You know, that's just not reasonable at all. So I'm going to have to work on that. I'm going to make sure that all trade executions are between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. Eastern. I feel like there's plenty of time to reach my profit targets and really get some good trades in. So that's my plan. I feel like I can focus a little bit better in the mornings, and I just have more time then as well. I got to write and post a summary of the day's trades to Discord every single day. That's something that I have been doing for probably the past month and a half. And if you haven't already, feel free to join the Discord server. I'll drop a link down in the description below. So that's just the rules for the challenge. Might add a few or take. I don't think I might be taking any of these rules off, but I might add a few later on. Alright, now to do kind of just a recap of what I accomplished this week being week 0. On Monday and Tuesday I was messing around with the first stage of the sim account. I tried to make it through TradingView, which I did on Monday, and took a couple trades, but I was having some issues with like things like moving my stop loss and stuff like that, and I couldn't get it figured out, especially on Tuesday, so I gave up and just decided to create a new sim through Quant Tower, which is the trading program that I normally use for my regular trades. So Wednesday was kind of my first day of real trading. Ended up with a little bit over a 40% win rate. Took only 24 trades and ended up losing 178 bucks. I was going for a 20-point target and a 30-point stop loss. It felt like a lot of trades were turning around on me. Like after going up 10, 15 points, it would drop all the way back down and hit that 30-point stop loss, which sucked. So I thought about that and decided to make some changes going into Thursday. I dropped down to a 15-point target, but I kept the 30-point stop loss, which turned out to be a mistake. As you can see, had a little bit of a higher win rate at 47%, but I did lose $380. And the reason for that is just the win rate wasn't good enough to beat the terrible risk to reward ratio you get with 15-point target and 30-point stop loss. So again, made some more changes on Friday, ended up seeing a 60% win rate with 55 trades and profited 26 bucks. Started off with a strict 15-point target and 15-point stop loss. I'd say probably about 2 hours into the trading day, I decided to start closing trades at break even, because there were quite a few instances where price was just turning around on me after hitting 10 points profit. It just come all the way back and hit my stop loss. So instead of taking those losses, I just moved my stop up. So yeah, not too worried. This was just week 0, getting everything set up. Next week I hope to start making some good progress, but that's that. Also, another thing to note, the reason why I'm creating a new strategy instead of using my old one is my old one was based on range breaks, and lately I've just been having a ton of issues with false breakouts. So because of that, I wanted to make a new strategy, which would be one that would benefit from a ranging market, So that's where we're at. Oops. There we go. Like I said, super informal series, so that'll probably happen a lot. These are all the changes that I decided to make after this week. For one, want to use a tighter stop loss. I've been kind of changing that throughout the days, as you saw. But I had pretty much a 50% win rate, and ended up losing quite a bit of money. So because of that, I want to keep my stop loss at a 1-to-1 ratio, or maybe even better down the road. I just don't feel comfortable needing to win 2 trades in a row just to make up for one, which was the case on Thursday. I want to lower my profit target, get a little bit of a higher win rate the smaller the profit target is, and I just don't really feel comfortable holding or having a bunch of trades that are almost in my TP and then turning around and I get out for break even or a loss. I'd rather just have a full TP hit. So for the time being, I'm going to go for smaller profit targets. I'm thinking like 10 points. I'll reevaluate on Monday and kind of see what I want to do, but I'm thinking 10 points. Also, not going to move the stop loss anymore. I really only had an issue with that in the first couple days of the trading week. Just, I thought that maybe if I gave my trade a little bit more room, it would work out better. Which sometimes it did, but a lot of the time it didn't, and I'd end up taking a larger loss than I originally planned. So in the future, won't be moving the stop loss. I'll just have to work on getting a better entry if I think I need more room on multiple trades. So not a ton of changes, but as the weeks go by, I'll be doing this recap video, usually on Fridays and Saturdays, and post any changes that I'll make then. So that's week 0. Feeling pretty good. Gonna try to keep each of these videos short and sweet, between 5 and 10 minutes, so they're not that big. But if you guys have any suggestions whatsoever, drop them in the comments below. Really appreciate you for watching, and I'll post something else next weekend.